What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another update video for you guys. It's Friday. There's an advanced copy of the blog now, so we'll briefly talk about a couple points on there as well. But yeah, still nothing from Scopely on the Phoenix Force, the Magneto or Magnetic Bond Orb update. So still nothing there. I was actually hoping they would give us something before the blog or like even like during the blog. So we'll see if they have anything later on today, and if not, then I guess it's too bad because yeah, I guess we're going into the weekend here in the dark basically, and maybe that's going to impact some people in terms of like, hey, do I want to spend power cores on this event or do I not? So that is really too bad, and man, that's just yeah, it's just a really crappy situation. But anyways, so the purposes of this video is so we're going to just talk not entirely about the entire blog, but just a couple of points. And I do want to mention that there are some potential traps here coming in the next week or so with regards to some of the events. And I just wanted to kind of highlight some of the strategies here that we can kind of, anticipate for the week to come. Essentially, what you guys see on my screen here is the old Chaos team for the Battle World. So they've already basically scrapped the Winter Guard, and they've actually scrapped the New Mutants as well. So anyone that's pumped resources into these teams, they're not going to be usable now for the coming Century Battle World. So that is too bad. And actually, I'm kind of glad that I didn't bring up my my New Mutants for sure. But yeah, that's too bad because I was hoping I'd be able to at least use Winter Guard again. But it does look like they did change up some of the lineups. So my advice right now for you guys is just sit tight. Don't do any leveling. Don't do any, character spending or any of that stuff until we actually have the events live next week. And I will be happy to be a guinea pig for you guys. I will bring up some of these characters because it is quite expensive to bring up some of these characters. And I do have an ample supply of gold and a decent supply of power cores right now. But let me do the testing for you guys so you guys know what teams work. And then that way you guys aren't screwing yourselves later on. But keep in mind, they are adding the new raid teams in there as well. So it could potentially be a good thing if you decide to just go in on the champions team as well. Because that is a team that I was slowly kind of working on-ish. And I still kind of kept them in my back burner. But we'll see what happens when it actually goes live here. So now... Now, we're not going to go over everything in the blog here because there is quite a few things, but I just wanted to kind of go over some of the important ones, which is, so for next week, we will have the updated Annihilation raids coming. So that's going to be the arrival of the this new raid team, the Champions, which we've already kind of been sort of aware of, and now we kind of have an idea of where they will be placed, and it looks like they're going to be taking over, essentially, where the bow nodes are with involving the thunderbolts, which is really, yeah, I was kind of surprised by that, but I guess based on their given traits, it was kind of the most sensible thing to do. And it also looks like they're also incorporating them into the spotlight raids as well. So in actuality here, the value of this team has actually just shot up like significantly. Like in my baby account, I was kind of sort of farming them anyways and gearing them because they're like the latest and greatest new raid team. And now we can kind of get double value for it because not only are they going to be good in just the Annihilation raids, now they're also going to be usable and interchangeable as well in the Spotlight raids. So that's actually really cool. I will say that, it'll be interesting. The team's not really complete yet, not at least without Nova. So unfortunately, even right now, even if you level up 4 out of the 5 characters, you're not going to be able to do all the nodes, even on difficulty 10. So right now, as it stands, I would say, be cautious, be careful with your resources. You can start kind of gearing them up and keeping it in the back burner of your pocket. But I wouldn't go crazy, and I wouldn't really worry too much about it right now. Just, see how the raids go. And if your alliance is kind of more of a... Ours is very laid back. When new teams come out, like we get the 100% when our teams are complete and stuff, but usually when it's like a new team, we kind of wait and watch and see how it is. And also as well, it doesn't mention anything about the rewards. Like, so is this gonna be better or worse? Like, I'm just curious here why they didn't mention anything about the rewards. If we're gonna be able to get more stuff, less stuff, or are they just rotating them out and it's gonna be the same rewards, and then that means we have to dial back our difficulty, right? So, and if you're those alliances that aren't even doing D10, then it really doesn't matter because it's the D10 that requires the champions, and D9 and below, you don't really need it. Although I guess there is one change here. D9 now they're only making it so you have to use immortal weapons, whereas before they had Night Stalkers there as well. So now, the other point I wanted to mention here briefly is with regards to next week is the Sentry battle word as well. We knew that it was coming back and it was going to be in some shape or form for Sentry. We just didn't know what they were going to add as the Chaos teams. So as you guys can see here, now we are able to actually use Galactic Council, Retcon, Phoenix Force, and Champions. So this is also an interesting point here because now we're getting into another team here, and again, if you want to maximize your best value for your gold spending and all that other stuff, it definitely looks like if you want to double dip into raids and double dip into the Sentry, then the Champions is most likely going to be the best way to go here. And if you've already leveled up some of your Retcon, or if you've leveled up Galactic already, then I guess that may work as well. I myself already have Phoenix Force, as well as some of the Galactic Council members like Blastar, Quasar, and Thunder Strike, since we used them in the last Sentry. But right now, I would say my advice to you guys is just hold off on any leveling or anything like that, at least until it goes live, because you may be able to work with some of your pre-existing teams already. Maybe you already have a really strong Phoenix Force team, and now we have the addition of Magneto as well into that sort of a lineup. It may get the job done. As well as if you guys have already had Miles or Miss Marvel or some of the other champions leveled up, maybe they'll form a solid synergy as well, and you don't even have to really do all that much. But I will say this. If you guys are cautious and, you're holding off on resource spending and you want to just wait until what goes live, wait and see what the other content creators do. I myself will be testing around with a few teams, but I'll definitely for sure probably try a Galactic mix with Phoenix Force before I start incorporating any of the other characters. I mean, of course, if with Retcon, if you have Jeff the Landshark and some of the other guys already leveled up, then, I mean, you don't really have to worry about the resource spending and all this other stuff. But if you don't have them, then you want to make sure you're using your gold wisely, right? And also you're not wasting too much of it as well, because at the same time, we want to get the most bang out of our buck, and you want to double dip where you can. So right now, I would say, if you have your Galactic Council and you have a mix of Phoenix Force or Champions, that would probably be the best bet. Retcon, they do have their Pocket Dimension coming next week as well, so you can kind of double dip through the Pocket Dimension and as well as through the Sentry Shards, but still, I think it's a very small niche of people that actually leveled up Retcon. I myself did not level them up, and I don't intend to, at least until we have Jeff and see what their full capabilities are. So anyways, guys, that is kind of it. Hopefully this has helped you guys out. Hopefully you guys are, like I said, just, be careful with your spending, be cautious of your resources, wait until next week rolls around. Even myself, if I get some testing done and I get some actual footage of the Sentry, then maybe you can copy and paste my teams as well. But I would say sit tight, do your research and, see where you're at, and then decide, hey, I'm going to go all in on Champions because, hey, these are the next raid teams, no worries, or, hey, I'm going to go all in on Galactic Council because I do feel like they're going to be the next best team. You can definitely do that. Just be cautious with Galactic Council because that is going to be a team with Annihilus, and I do feel like right now Star-Lord and I'm a big fan of Adam Warlock, they could be potential traps, right? Just like with the Annihilators, just like with the Fantastic Four MCU team, there was always one or two characters that were kind of not really needed for that meta. Like for Annihilators, you kind of didn't really need Ultimus and Silver Surfer. If you had them, fine, but you didn't really need them per se as the other three pieces. And same with Fantastic Four. The main three essentially were the best ones, or I mean not the main three, but like the three well-known ones, and usually it's the three newer characters. So as I already said, keep that in mind. Be careful with your spending and your resources and all that other stuff. And otherwise, guys, happy Friday. Thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure, and I wish you guys a happy, lovely, healthy weekend. Take care.